I used to feel terribly almost every single day. I actually wrote it down on my personal journal. I think this was like August 2023, and it says, "Today has been a bad day, all by my doing. I ate unwell, I was unfocused, and so much more. One of my biggest problems was my phone. I would scroll for hours and get nothing done. It happened yesterday as well. That's why it is so short today. Today has been a failure because I made it so. I am ashamed to be me." If you relate to any of that, you're going to want to listen pretty closely. Nothing bad had happened to me other than the choices I was making. And almost every night, I would end the day feeling completely disappointed in myself. And that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was that I knew that tomorrow was going to be exactly the same. And I wasn't hopeless. I was just stuck. And that's a feeling far too many people know about. Alright, I want you to imagine like a graph. It's like about your happiness. And this is your baseline happiness right over here. And this is where you're going to be at most of the time. Now, when you're doing pleasurable things that don't benefit you long term, like scrolling, video games, or just short term pleasures like hyper palatable foods, it's going to spike. And it'll spike quite a bit up. Now, eventually, it's going to go back down. And when it does happen, it'll dip slightly below your baseline. And your baseline becomes this. And you keep going like that. And it keeps going down. Now, it's the same with more disciplinary, like studying, working out, or going on a run. Here's your baseline. Now, it is slightly uncomfortable, so it goes down a bit. And then it recovers, but now it goes slightly above the baseline. In our modern world, there's so much stimulation and easy access to pleasure. It's really no wonder why so many people are unhappy. Because it keeps going up and up and up with the spikes, and then it goes down and down and down. And their baseline keeps plummeting. And that's what's going to lead to most people to depression. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question now. How many hours are you scrolling? How many hours are you playing video games? How many hours are you wasting doing these like pleasurable activities? Is it really a surprise to you that you feel the way you do? Is it really a surprise that you're unhappy? Is it a surprise that anybody's unhappy? But don't worry, you do have those spikes in motivation when you start trying to do things and you try to sacrifice. Like randomly, like 12 a.m., you're gonna be out there doing 50 push-ups, trying to work out, and it's like, okay, tomorrow, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in tomorrow, and I'm gonna focus on myself. And then tomorrow rolls up, and you wake up, and it's like, okay, you're a little tired, and you're really tired because it's the morning. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go eat some cereal because that's super nutritious, and then we're gonna work. Okay, you go eat that cereal, you have fun, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna do it just after this, and then you keep procrastinating until it becomes nighttime again. It's like, okay, now I'm just too tired, do it tomorrow, and then it never happens. Never happens, because I was the exact same way. Like a couple years ago, I would have the random motivation to start doing random push-ups at night, and then I just wouldn't do it for the rest of the month. I want you to imagine yourself 5 years from now. You've built the life you want to live. You've built the healthy body. You've built your purpose. You've built the mental fortitude. You've built that discipline. You wake up, and you walk into the kitchen. Your mind is at peace. You're calm. Your heart feels light. You're making yourself a cup of tea, and you're excited to work on your career or your purpose. Can you imagine that version of you doom scrolling for 3 hours with like drool running down his face? Can you imagine him like stuffing his face full of like processed foods just to escape boredom? The answer is no, you can't. Because he doesn't need to escape. He's built a life that he actually wants to live. And you need to build that life that you actually want to live. I also like to add that I've experienced this. I have a long way to go on my journey, but I have experienced that, like, the lightness in my heart. I have experienced that, like, that confidence, that, like, knowledge that you will do just fine. I've experienced all of it. And I'm telling you right now, you are a lot closer than you think. It is not that far. Now, at the end of the day, that choice is going to remain yours. It's going to be your decision if you're going to be willing to make those sacrifices, if you're willing to gain that willpower, if you're willing to become disciplined, where you're heading out to do that work. Because nobody's going to do it for you. No one's going to, like, save you. It is your choice. And I know you've heard that all the time. It is your choice. And that's just true. So what is going to be your decision? Your unhappiness, your sadness, depression, whatever you like to call it, is not random. It is based on the habits that you've chosen to do and you continue to choose. I'm gonna show you exactly how you can change those habits. In the next few videos, I might have not posted them yet, so go subscribe and make sure you can see them. But I'm gonna break them down specifically, like a little bit more, like working out, discipline, whatnot, dopamine, all of that. So go check those out, because that's like the actual actions you're gonna have to take.